Hi, this is Jerry with Clarity, the Fellowship of Common Sense, and I want to thank you for joining us again. This week's talk is going to be the Participation Award, and it's covering the subject of a thing that got started somehow where it's like they call it the Feel Good Award, and basically it's just for showing up. You're patting people on the back for just being there in the first place. Now, in my opinion, and the way I see it is, it's it's not good. It's negative because you're not promoting competition, and competition's what makes us stronger and better at what we do. It's the stone that sharpens the sword. It's what makes us who we are and improves us. Competing against each other, there's nothing wrong with competing. It's just the way. If you're a gracious loser or a gracious winner, how do you treat the other people that you were participating with? That's the issue that should be addressed, not a participation award where here you get a little award for showing up in the first place. That's ludicrous. That's crazy as far as I'm concerned. And it's also along the lines with all this being politically correct about everything all the time. You're not allowed to criticize anybody or be negative about anything. Now, I'm not for people criticizing people or being negative, but some things, especially if they're wrong or unjust, they need to be addressed. Now, if you're not allowed to speak out or say anything about anything anymore, then you've lost your right to free speech, and that's something we highly value in this country, or at least we always have until now. We need to look at things from different angles and really see what something's about instead of just on its face. Is this going to be positive and help us out, or is it going to be negative? The kids their characters need to be strengthened. Just like your immune system, if you don't let the kids play in the dirt, they're not going to become immune to diseases, and their immune system won't develop. And they'll get sicker when they get older. It'll be a lot easier for them to get sick, and their immune system won't be fully developed. And it's a negative thing. You think you're protecting them. You're not. We have to get our hands dirty and get down in the mud and live our lives each and every day. That doesn't mean you can't be positive and help people out, but you have to be real about it and look at things the way they really are. Patting somebody on the back for showing up. That's crazy. And whoever came up with that idea, I think it's stupid. It shouldn't be, yeah, it's great you came out and that you're a part of it. You just tell them that. Thank you for showing up. We're glad you're here. Thanks for participating. I'm not going to hand you a trophy for showing up. Get in there and get your hands dirty and have fun. You can have fun while you're doing it. It feels good to cross the finish line and know that you did something, you achieved something. It's a sense of pride. It builds our character and who we are. And there's nothing wrong with that. And thinking that there is something wrong with it, that's wrong in itself, as far as I'm concerned, at least. Going back to the political correctness all the time, we can't be tiptoe around everybody and spend our lives catering to every special interest group. Yeah, I 100% agree that you shouldn't pick on any group or mistreat them or downgrade them or be negative towards them. But you can't spend your free time, tiptoeing around them and worrying about every single thing. Oh, gee, I hope I didn't offend them or whatever. Too bad. Deal with it. Everybody does. That's part of life. My father was the best man I've ever known. I cannot tell you enough good things about him. I loved him with all my heart. He was a great man, honest. He was just the best person you could ever meet. But he had a bad habit. He would say things to you that would curl your hair. You'd be like, oh my goodness, Dad, I can't believe you said that. And he wasn't saying it out of malice or to be negative. That's just who he was. Thank God that he didn't have a muzzle on and wasn't allowed to talk. I would have missed some of the best things in my childhood, the best memories, the stuff that he would say and the stuff that he would do. He was great. He was a character, but he wasn't politically correct by any stretch of the imagination, and that was what part of his charm and thing that I highly valued about him. I didn't want to stifle him as a human being. Yeah, you should be sensitive to what other people think, and don't say rude or nasty things. There's a big difference between being rude and nasty and hurtful, and you know, and somebody being overly sensitive to everything that's said. Hopefully we can stem that tide and back that off a little, be a little more accommodating to each other. I want to thank you again for joining us and being here, and please tell other people about us so they can participate too. Maybe together we can make this a better world. Thanks. Bye.